and I totally forgot to come back in here and keep doing the video. That's pretty messed up. Anyway, my iPad's almost dead because I had a game running in the background. I guess my grandson must have been playing with it. Let's go ahead and get started here. Where is my... I think my icons have all been moved somewhere else. It's always funny whenever you loan something to your grandkids, how sometimes it just ends up completely in a different spot than when you started with. Okay, there we go. There's YouTube. YouTube. And there's the video. Hooray. And now I can see your guys' comments in a minute. And hold up a sec. Load. Hey, you guys. Hey, Anthony, thanks for being here. Hey, Delaxorian, thanks for being here. Relaxing. I've said your name on this whole time, haven't I? Hey, Matthew, thanks for joining us. Let me go and go back to the video. There we go. And live chat. All right, so I got a couple figures to open today. The first one is Kane, and then afterwards I'll have a live video and we'll open up Evil Lynn. I know I've opened up Evil Lynn before, but I need to open up this one because she has the new knees. Now, I got this Kane figure. He was pretty cheap. I think he was at Walmart.com or something for, less than 10 bucks. Oh, my iPad's dying quick. And, hey, Snooker, thanks for joining us. I can hear the entrance music now. What? There shouldn't be music. Okay, I gotta listen here. What's going on? That's dying quick. No, there's no music. Oh, to Kane. Okay, thank you. I get what you're saying now. One time I had a video playing in the background and everyone could hear it. I didn't realize that. So here is the back of the box. Man, that looks so cool. It's like some kind of cool Marvel comic or something. That looks really cool. He does look pretty mean. There it shows him with his two weapons, the gun and the claw. So he doesn't get the axe too. And then other figures in the line. And it's funny, my grandson today goes, look at all the guys you can get, Grandpa. He goes, look, it's Ram Man's father. He thought that was Ram Man's father. He goes, he gave him his armor. Starts making up a whole story telling me about how that's Ram Man's father who gave him the armor. It was pretty funny. Anyway, so let's bust this guy out of his package. And the reason I got him, which I know sounds kind of funny, hey, from Sweden, thanks for joining us at 4 a.m., is I wanted his red arms, because you can do some cool customs with those red arms. And that's mostly why I got him. And we're going to see if we can swap him with Roboto. And then we're going to, I've seen somebody else use the red arms to make a, what's Horde Prime, and it's like, that's a pretty cool Horde Prime idea. Pieces are flailing, and as you know, the comic for the thing is just one page, no stapling else. Yeah, he does look pretty cool. Looks almost like Winter Soldier or something in this, the way they make him look. Cool. Where are my scissors? I got my little AA scissors here. Oh, weird. His hair is kind of clearish. Look at that. I was not expecting that. Almost like the tips are on fire or something. He's on fire. All right, let's grab a light. Light number 1. We'll see how long that one lasts. I don't think I've charged this one recently. All right, there's his mean face you guys were talking about. Kind of looks like a Batman face, the way it's shaped, or like a Swamp Thing, even the way his nose is. Interesting. Anyway, so we got ankle articulation. We got a knee boot cut, which is kind of a weird spot to have it. It also twists at the knee too, so that boot cut's really not required for the twist, but they do it so you can swap pieces. And then we have his arm piece in here. And then he has a a single elbow joint, shoulder, oop. Well, I know now his arms come off. Shoulder movement, oop. And then this side, shoulder as well. His waist turns, his legs move. And he's very reminiscent of this robot guy, Roboto. In fact, he has the same arms and he has the same legs, but he does not have the same torso, head, or midsection. So you can kind of see with these silvers here, they got kind of bumps on there as well. All right, let's get his cool weapon open. Now, the reason also why I wanted this as well is because it is black. And what makes it cool by having a black weapon. Oh, look, it's got two things to go on the gun. That's cool. I was not expecting that. That'd be just one. Blam, 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 blam. Is because now I can stick it on my stand, man. There we go. On him. Whoop. And look at that. Another weapon for Trapjaw. Blam, 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 blam. So that is cool. Now, granted, the peg is shorter on this than the actual ones. It's funny, the black is different. Take a look here. This is black, black, and this is kind of a brownish black. I never noticed the difference in color till just now. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, the color difference. This has just a tad little bit of brown in it, while this one is just black. Jet black. That's funny. I never even noticed. This one I should have noticed that it was that way, because obviously my original custom was jet black, but it's just dawned on me with the plastic how it looks. All right, time to put him back in his spot in the castle. Let's see if his feet are standing upright. There we go. Oh, there goes the ladder. Okay. Now I just need a Dr. Isaac and what is that? Yakum Moto figure? Look at that. All right, so let's have some fun because that's why I got him. Let's go ahead and see if Roboto's arms come off. Oh, they do. Cool. Because as you guys may or may not know, there are other robots besides Roboto in some continuity. And I could actually use the silver gun if I wanted to. Boop. And let me find my book and show you guys the different Robotos. Don't know what we got though. Oh, here we go. Here are the books. I think it's the He-Man Smells Trouble one. This one here. So let's take a look. I think there's like 9 of them or 15 or 20 or some crazy amount. And one of them, I believe, has the red arms, if I'm not mistaken. So there's the Robo we all know. Building bricks. Build that wall, He-Man. There's a ship, it's crashing. There we go. Look at number 9. Red-armed Roboto. And you can see all the different Robotos there in this book. That's funny. He's also number 9, but he has green arms. That can't be true. See, here they all got different numbers. And he's like number 4, 24 or something. I can't tell. It's definitely not 9. So somebody messed up the colors. Anyway, I just thought it'd be cool to be able to make... Look, number 9 is green arms again. Maybe they swap arms just at random. There's number 18 with green arms. Anyway, fun. So that's kind of why I wanted to do it, so I could have fun making different Robotos. Now what's cool about this is, take a look at the Roboto's legs, and those legs may look familiar. In fact, if you have any scrap parts left over from some of your other figures, like I might have sold them all to Mike, but if you happen to have a Kronos, they are the same legs. I know I got a Kronos somewhere in these pile of figures. Lies Kronos. Might as well pull her out for later. I still have not put poor King Randor back together. I still have my Flash Gordon set up. He is. Alright, where are you, Trap Jaw wannabe? Here's Kildor. So where the heck is your buddy, Kildor? Oh, and they all start falling. Here's Malcolm. I'm Malcolm. There he is. Ha! I knew I'd find him eventually. So you could just yank off these legs, stick them. Oh, Roboto doesn't come apart there. You'd have to take these legs off here. I forgot. And then put the blue legs on there, and you could have yourself a cool looking Roboto with blue, green, and black with a red top, and be one of the alternate Robotos. Sure, we got time. Let's go ahead and do it now. Let's do this thing. Oh. I have to be careful because the hot water will ruin Roboto's shell. And his legs don't separate. I kind of have his waist just kind of sitting there on there. And while we have to heat up, let's go and check out your guys' comments. I'll put shirtless King Randor away. Oh. So let's see what you guys have to say. Todd put Kane's Fire Blast effect on Grayskull Cannon turret. It fits perfect. Well, we're going to have to try that out. I just happen to have one sitting on the floor here. Oh, not quite perfect, but very close. You have to squish these together just a little bit. You can see they're just, they lose the parallelness. You can see how they kind of popped apart. So you can get it on there, but it does squish them together a little bit. You can see this one's kind of curved, but you could put it on one of them really easy. I kind of wish they would have had something that had two flames coming out, because if you're going to shoot two guns, they're not going to combine into one blast when it's happening. And with the side view, it looks fine. For the top view, though, it should be a little wider with 2 points coming out. That'd been way cooler. But thanks for the heads up. It's a cool idea. Let's see. Hey, Imperial. Thanks for joining us. Cobweb. Oh, it's Cobweb's idea. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and see if those are hot enough yet. Oof. And they are. Come on off there. There we go. There we go. Now we got ourselves an alternate Roboto. Burp, 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 burp. Hooray. That wasn't too painful. It's a bummer you can't change his loincloth though, because his other one's all different color loincloths. And this light is just about dead, so it's time to leave that on and go to my AA light. See? AA. So that's why I wanted to get Kane. Great for spare parts. Now I suppose I could have used the red legs too. Maybe get some chemicals and clean this off. That would be another option. But he already had red legs, so it's not like that big of a difference to go from red to red. But that's crazy how much his face does look like either Swamp Thing or Batman from the animated series. Because the nose turns up, so it just kind of has that weird in the way his mouth is going around. Imagine if your younger selves could see what toys are capable of now. Oh, my iPad just died. Burp. So it's funny you should say that, because when I was a kid I played with Micronauts, and Micronauts were pretty advanced. You could literally swap all kinds of parts. In fact, they were known as the interchangeable world of Micronauts. And like a Coyer, one of my favorites, his arms and legs came off and he had roller skate feet, and you could turn him into a jet plane and everything else. Everything was interchangeable. So getting just regular ordinary He-Man figures in the 80s was almost like a backstep. Now I used to use my He-Man figures in my Micronaut City, and they were the giants that came in, almost like the Roman gods. And I actually used it in high school to remember all the names of the Greek and Roman gods when I was a kid, because there were so many similar ones. So like I used Merman as Neptune and everything else. So I know, heresy, right? But and then He-Man, of course, was Hercules and so on. You guys get the gist. You could probably name them all yourself. See, those are still hot enough to switch without breaking. If it isn't hot enough, you'll snap this. So you have to be very careful that it's still hot enough. Actually, you know what? That does not look bad with those blue legs on the blue arms. Yep, these are not hot enough. I gotta dump them back in the water. Goosh. You can change his hips. Mine does not come apart on the hips. I know people have said theirs does. Even the paper I had that came with it didn't show it coming apart. And I don't think mine is made to come apart. Now maybe other ones do, but this one definitely does not come apart. When I pull it, you can see the pin inside pulling at the same time. It's just gonna break something like keep tugging on it. So his does not come apart. I'll give him the blast effect. Ugh. Just always show him on the side only, never the top view. I'm pretty sure I probably have more than one Roboto. I probably still have one in the package unopened somewhere in this giant mess of a room. There we go. Back to normal. It's funny how short their legs are. So I was so tired of my guys always falling over in the castle. So before I did this video, I added little circular things on some of their feet so I don't keep knocking them over. And I thought, you know what? This all started with Ram Man. I wanted him to be more in attack position, like he's jumping towards Evil Lyn, using his attack feature. And then it's like, you know, I should put little leg feet things on the other figures too, because I'm always knocking them over in every single video. Now I only did it for the people on the inside. Whoops, I knocked over these guys. Just right here, because the ones against the back, you know, can lean against walls or they're more stable. and not from me just bumping them as easy. So I just did it for these 4 characters here because they're, which happen to all be the good guys, which is kind of funny. I didn't plan it that way, all just being the good guys, but they're the ones that are out and about. Hey, oh my legs! Let's see, where did I put his loincloth piece? There it is. Probably not hot enough anymore. Nope. Time to heat these up. And then I will start the next video while I'm fixing that about the Lin of Evilness. Evelyn. Roboto's head doesn't come off. I don't believe it does. Yeah, his head does not come off either. As you can see, it's actually mounted differently. If you take a look here, you can see the inside ring is right inside there as well. So his head does not come off either. So you can't do a cool 2000X version and toss a 2000X version head on him. So his head's stuck, his waist is stuck. And he has no heart. He's heartless. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Raggedy Ann and Andy. If I had my iPad, I'd pull one up and show you. But when I was younger, they were a huge thing. And my sister had a Raggedy Ann, and I had a Raggedy Andy. And their story was Raggedy Ann and Andy, they have hearts made of candy. And so my older sister, who was, I don't know, probably about 8 at the time, she took a pair of scissors and cut open her Raggedy Ann and my Raggedy Andy to look for the heart of candy because she wanted to eat it. It's like, yeah, it was pretty funny. I was not happy as a little kid. Yeah, I destroyed my Raggedy Andy. But looking back, it's kind of hilarious. There was no candy heart. She was very disappointed after killing 2 of our toys to look for the candy hearts. Pretty disappointing. Murdering Raggedy Ann and Andy for their hearts and not getting to keep them or eat them. Yeah, I remember growing up as a kid wondering why didn't they put giant candy hearts inside of them? But I guess that'd probably attract rats and everything else when they're sitting in storage and lead to more issues. There we go. Kronos is back to normal. All right, let's take a look. Cringer has no courage. Yeah, you know what? I should have put Battle Cat up there in my top 5 good guys. I should have made him one of the 6 because even though he's not a figure, I usually don't have He-Man without Battle Cat very rarely. So I should have actually had Battle Cat in there as my top numbers. All right, I'm gonna go and check your final comments. Where do you get the single foot stands? Raggedy Ann is creepy, yes. I actually got them on eBay years ago. They're actually made for Star Wars figures. And they're a little too small for He-Man figures. So what I did was just put a little bit of blue or poster tack on each one before I shoved it in their foot. And it just helps keep them stable. And being there's a lip around here, it works really good to keep the poster tack inside the foot so you don't see it on the outside. And it just makes it really easy. I don't know if I put poster tack on hers or not. Yeah, I did, just on her toes, just to keep them in there. So, because the hole's just a little bit too, the hole's too big for the thing. So, again, same deal, the poster tack. And then for him, it's just a stand. And I was hoping to get him more in a launch position, but because he's so bulky, heavy, if you raise him up any higher, he just knocks the whole stand over. So I couldn't get him in the pose I wanted. So instead I just stuck it under his armor here and just had it like he's just starting his jump, as opposed to in full jump mode, which is still cooler than just having him stand there. And even still, you can see he wants to fall. So you have to almost tip him up a little bit, which it'd be cool to have him leaned over more, but any more leaning over and he's going over. Oop. That's the tipping point right there. So there you go. Except for Ram Man, why bother with the stands at all? Just use the poster tack. I don't want to put poster tack directly on my custom floors. I don't know what it will do to the paint, and I fear that if I was to pull it up, they might just rip the paint. And second, I can move them around. I can stick them where I want when I'm doing my battle scenes. If I'm, doing a custom or whatever, I can just pull them off and just stick them right where I want and move them around the castle instead of having them stuck to the floor. So that's why I did that. That way it's just stuck on their feet and I can move their feet where I want, rearrange them. Dude, put your shield up. Even that, I can grab them, put his shield up, put him back, and instead of trying to move it while he's stuck to the floor. All right. Well, anyway, Malcolm says good journey. Good journey. So I will see you guys later. Why is he calling him Malcolm? For those who don't know, he doesn't have his fist. He has a regular hand. Ha! Da-da-da. In fact, it's funny. Somebody told me instead of calling him Fistor, he was called Handor before he got his fist. I am Handor. It's like, what? I think somebody else said I should give him an open hand and call him Slapor instead of Fisto or Slapo. That would be kind of funny. But so for those who haven't seen my video, I made a video on how I did that, so you can check it out and see what you think. All right, I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to start another one, opening up Evil Lyn. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. I guess I'll give Kane his lame weapon for now, because I'm keeping the gun. I got to fix these barrels are stuck together. I'm going to throw them in the hot water to separate them. And I will see you guys in minutes. Bye now. The guy with two metal hands is called Double Fister. That's funny. What's up, Alf? We just opened this figure and did some swaps with Roboto. Yeah, why didn't they call him Robo-Man? Right? Everything else has man. He-Man, Ram-Man, Man-at-Arms, Many-Faces, Merman, Seeing Eye-Man, Girl-Man, Beast-Man, Weapons-Man, Skull-Man. All right. 5 minutes. A good journey.